Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Robotron Show, where we take the gaming news format that channels like Spawnwave or ALOT do, add a dash of animation and some cool editing on top to bring you your gaming news, leaks, and rumors in a fresh new way. If you're new here and want to be kept up on everything gaming, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoy the video and dislike if not. In this video, we are going to talk about the rumored February Nintendo Direct that is supposed to happen next week, or if Nintendo's feeling pretty crazy, the following. But Pokemon Presents is during that week as well, so I don't think Nintendo's going to be feeling that crazy. The Nintendo insider who has leaked some past Nintendo Directs is talking about the Nintendo Direct in February, so we're going to be talking about that today. So when it comes to the February Nintendo Direct, I think a lot of people are wondering right now, is it going to be happening next week? The current talk about the 2025 Nintendo Direct in February is that it's going to be a Nintendo Switch 1 focused Nintendo Direct. Of course, it's going to be indirectly a Nintendo Switch 2 Direct as well, since backwards compatibility is confirmed for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, this is even more the case since we're in the back half of February. Not only do we usually get a February Nintendo Direct every single year, unless there's something going on with Nintendo that makes them not do a February Nintendo Direct, but there's also going to be a Pokemon Presents in the last week of February, and people are assuming this means that next week is going to be the only week that a February Nintendo Direct could happen. Now, this is a lot of people assuming that Nintendo doesn't want a Pokemon Presents in the same week as a February Nintendo Direct, which historically Nintendo doesn't really do Nintendo Directs and Pokemon Presents within the same week, so I'd have to agree with you guys. And you know what, guys? Good news. A Nintendo insider who is known for correctly leaking past Nintendo Directs has come out and said some pretty interesting things. This has been over the past couple months, with the first case saying this from this article with the title, "New Nintendo Direct rumored for February 2025 as per leaker PH Brazil." Now, this was on January 16th. At the time of this recording, that's exactly 1 month ago. This is what Sportskeeda has to say on this topic. Longtime Nintendo leaker PH Brazil claims a new Nintendo Direct is set in air next month, February 2025. He posted this on the online forum Family Board, dropping the new tidbit in the light of the officially revealed Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. While we already have a Nintendo Switch 2 focused Nintendo Direct in the pipeline for April 2025, note that this February one has nothing to do with it. And that's something you guys have to keep in mind, is that this February Nintendo Direct isn't the April Nintendo Direct. I've seen some comments that get a little bit confused on that. Just know this is not the April Nintendo Direct. Now, his official Direct quote was, "What a ride it's been, y'all. Thankfully, the February Direct is just around the corner." So the first inkling of this Nintendo Direct isn't, oh, maybe it's gonna happen, maybe it's not. No, he's directly saying that there's gonna be a February Nintendo Direct. Now, that's not the only insider that's saying that there's gonna be a February Nintendo Direct. Nate the Hate is also saying, or was saying, I should say, that there's gonna be a February Nintendo Direct. Over on VGC, this is what they had to say on that. During his podcast, in which he correctly stated that the Switch 2 reveal would be today, insider Nate the Hate has also claimed that the Switch 1 Nintendo Direct was coming next month. Now, there is something strange going on when it comes to the February Nintendo Direct and Nate the Hate, because while this was a month ago, around January 16th, on February 8th, he tweeted this: "Have nothing to share beyond there being a rumored talk of a February Nintendo Direct. I haven't heard anything about one or when one may happen. I'm currently in the dark on whether a February Nintendo Direct will happen or not." Now, the only thing that I can see here, other than him just lying about the February Nintendo Direct back in January, is that his guess on the February Nintendo Direct was a guess. It wasn't him saying that there is going to be a February Nintendo Direct like PH Brazil is saying. Now, PH Brazil has come out on February 10th, just around when Nate the Hate was saying that there isn't going to be a Nintendo Direct, or at least he hasn't heard anything on it. Keep in mind, just because Nate the Hate didn't hear anything on the February Nintendo Direct according to him on February 10th, that there could still be a Nintendo Direct in February. But anyways, Curie Pink Fury over on Twitter has a screen grab from Gaming Leaks and Rumors over on Reddit, and this is what it says. PH Brazil thinks that a February Nintendo Direct is still happening despite other people not having any info on it. Keep in mind that he says he still doesn't doubt his sources, but he will admit it immediately if he learns something that contradicts his previous statements. So PH Brazil is still saying that there's gonna be a February Nintendo Direct despite other insiders not having really any information on a February Nintendo Direct. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that Nate the Hate correctly leaked the Nintendo Switch 1 reveal. And on that same day, a ton of insiders also had that information and were confirming that with Nate the Hate's information as well. So the fact that this isn't happening with a February Nintendo Direct is a little suspicious in my eyes. Now, if you fast forward to some more information from PH Brazil, he has a new quote on the February Nintendo Direct that just happened 22 hours ago. He posted this on Family Boards yesterday at 7:09 a.m. and this is what he had to say about his new update on the February Nintendo Direct. Also, keep in mind, I'm recording this on the 16th at 5:16. I'm going to be uploading this next week, so let me know if this actually ended up happening in the comment section below, or is just completely fake. But anyways, this is what PH Brazil has to say. As promised, here's an update. Just talked overnight with my source asking for reassurance, not unlike how this thread does. And they still insist some form of Nintendo Direct is happening this month. This is the same person who clued me in on the August presentation last year, but back in August, at this point relative to when the event was supposed to take place, I'd already heard it from someone else, which isn't the case now. Not really gonna try speculating on what this could mean, as we'll see soon, just laying it out there. And some unrelated stuff, since I'm already here and already doing something that will be seen by haters as hedging, haha. Now there's a pretty giant red flag when it comes to his information from his source right now, and at this point this is the third time that he's talking about a Nintendo Direct and that it's still happening. And the big red flag is that this quote right here. But back in August, at the point relative to when the event was supposed to take place, I'd already heard about it from someone else. So during that August presentation last year, he heard it from multiple sources that he personally has, and this isn't the case right now. He's only hearing it from one source and not his other source that confirmed the August Nintendo Direct last year. Now you add in the fact that Nate the Hate, who correctly leaked the Nintendo Switch 1 Direct, it's starting to look like this might end up being fake. It might end up not happening. Personally, I think his sources are going to be wrong. I don't think there's going to be a February Nintendo Direct. That's kind of what my gut is telling me right now, unfortunately. I would love for a February Nintendo Direct to happen, don't get me wrong, but a couple red flags are popping up and it's starting to make me think that his information and sources that he has is just going to be completely wrong. So take all this information with a giant grain of salt. Next week there could be no Nintendo Direct, but let's say there is going to be a February Nintendo Direct. Let's say that does end up happening. What could we see at that February Nintendo Direct? Well, there's a couple of things you have to keep in mind. One, that the June Nintendo Direct is more than likely going to happen because at that point the Nintendo Switch 2 April Direct would have already passed, unless they're going to be adding all those games into that Nintendo Direct, which I don't think they will. I think they're going to wait until June to show off these Nintendo Switch 2 games, because that's just going to be another marketing point and keep the interest in the Nintendo Switch even more so, especially considering that a lot of third-party developers are coming out and saying that they're going to be bringing their games to the Nintendo Switch, or that they even have dev kits. That's one of the topics that we're going to be talking about in one of these videos. I already have it done, I'm just waiting to upload it. Considering that this rumored Nintendo Direct could happen next week though, this is going to be coming out on Monday. So make sure you're subscribed for that video because it is pretty interesting. There's a lot of third-party developers coming out and saying that they're really excited for the Nintendo Switch, but they can't talk about their games that are coming to the platform. I mean, the Marvel Rivals devs already say that they already have a dev kit, so it could be coming to the Nintendo Switch too. So I think focusing on the actual hardware of the Nintendo Switch and why you should be really interested in this console is probably what they're gonna do in April, and then June they'll show the actual software for that console. I'm still hoping they actually show off some games in the April Nintendo Direct. I don't want to wait till June. I mean, do you guys want to wait? I mean, it's just a month away from April, but come on, getting some Metroid Prime 4 1 month earlier? I want that. Actually, correction, 2 months earlier. So if we don't get a February Nintendo Direct, it's really not the end of the world. There's gonna be plenty of Nintendo news and exciting stuff happening over the course of the next couple months. But if it is happening, games like Metroid Prime 4 will probably show up at that February Nintendo Direct. I wouldn't see why not. Nintendo has already confirmed that Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be happening in 2025, so that will most likely show up at the rumored February Nintendo Direct if it ends up happening. There are also a lot of ports and remasters that are rumored, like the Zelda games that could also drop at the February Nintendo Direct. In fact, that would be really great for the Nintendo Switch 1. The 3DS Kirby game should also show up there too. It's a port from the 3DS to the Nintendo Switch, so I don't see why they would wait until June or the April Nintendo Direct to show off that. We'll probably get another trailer for XENOBLADE Chronicles X Definitive Edition too. And a lot of games from Sony, Xbox, Capcom, Sega, a lot of these games could end up coming to the Nintendo Switch 1 too, so we could see some of those games there as well. Square Enix has been pretty quiet, so I'm sure they have something up their sleeve. So just there's a lot of options that could end up being shown at a February Nintendo Direct. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. And if not, on your way out, make sure you subscribe for more videos and also have that notification bell on. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there is my Patreon and Twitter account in the pinned comment if you're interested in those. Oh, and also have this donut if you're still sticking around for me rambling. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, stay safe, stay charged, and have a good one.